My lovelies, welcome aboard my channel. Today's topic is dating as a 40 plus woman in the 21st century. Enjoy. African dating for women and my own personal experience. So yeah, I'm 40 plus, guys. I'm actually a little bit older than 40 plus, but we won't go into that. People ask me, oh, I wonder how old she is. Yes, that's all you need to know. Apparently I look quite good for my age, which is always good. Black don't crack and all that. So to be fair, I'm quite confident. I'm quite independent in my thinking, and for the last few years, it actually hasn't been too bad. It actually hasn't been bad at all. Like, you know, I'm doing my building in Ghana, I'm getting on with life. My girls are all like, so I'm trying to find good lighting. It's not too sunny today, unfortunately. Yeah, my girls are all grown up now. My youngest is 18 next year, so she'll be off to uni. So it's just me, myself and I now, you know, just getting on with it. And like many of us, I found myself alone. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try a little bit of internet dating. And I know for us that are like 40 plus, you know, internet dating, if you're kind of like old school, you probably think, that's not very African. You know, we tend not to do that kind of thing because it's sort of seems as if you're a little bit desperate. Like, why are you going on the internet looking for a man or a relationship? It's kind of like not what we really do. But you know, this 21st century, everybody's living really busy lives. So I joined Badoo, which actually it's turned out to be quite interesting and quite entertaining, actually. Funnily enough, it's actually turned out to be very, very entertaining. And there's quite a lot of Africans on there, because I sort of Google searched dating sites that were more geared obviously to African men in particular, because that's just my preference. I mean, I've always dated African guys. So anyway, let's just fast forward. So the first date, or the first interaction I had with somebody on this Badoo dating site was a Ghanaian guy, quite nice looking actually, quite aesthetically pleasing, and he was younger than me by about 8 years. And I don't really have a problem dating younger guys. I actually don't. It's not a thing for me. Like, as long as you're not like 10 years younger than me, you know, more than 10 years I think is healthy enough. And why not? You know, who doesn't want a young, energetic, virile, you know, strong chocolate African man, you know? Yeah, why not? I fancy you know, dipping into that now and again. I don't see why. And no disrespect to my older men, but I'm gonna go in a bit actually because it's a bit chilly. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so he was he's about 8 years younger than me. Like I said, really, really good looking, really nice looking, and we spoke on the phone quite a bit. He used to message me. I'm not really a fan of messaging. I'm very old school. Like, I find messaging all too like long. I prefer to chat. So eventually we did end up, you know, sort of talking. So I'm trying to get my camera straight because I realise sometimes when I'm filming it's a bit wobbly. Yeah, so we ended up talking. He had nice personality, good sense of humour, which is all very important for me. But I realised he used to call me quite a lot late at night, which I used to find a little bit suspicious, because I always think if a guy's calling you late at night, it's normally for like sex talk, which is not really my thing, or he's just trying to like sneak you in, you know, while his wife is asleep. I don't know, I'm very suspicious of guys who call late at night. I don't know what you think. Anyway, so and that was the case actually, because he would call me late at night and then it would all be all, you know, what am I wearing, you know, started talking about like sex positions, and I just thought, nah. no, we're not doing that. This is of no use to me whatsoever. So that was him. So then I ended up talking to another guy, a Nigerian guy. There's quite a few Nigerians on Badoo. So I started talking to this Nigerian guy. He was nice as well, very nice looking. He was I think a surveyor or an architect. I'm trying to get good lighting. I'm holding a selfie stick as well, so please forgive me. Yeah, and he was a surveyor, and we actually ended up meeting for a drink. He was nice. He was very nice, very intelligent. We had a bit of banter. And I thought, okay, it's been a while I've been out of a Nigerian. I went out of a Nigerian years ago before I got married. I didn't hear from him. I think they call it ghosting, which my daughter said to me is some new term. It's called ghosting, where, you know, you chat to somebody and then afterwards you don't hear a thing. So that was a bit of rubbish. I thought, okay, that's nice. That's really going to boost my confidence. Here today, gone tomorrow. But I think about a week later, he messaged me and said, oh, he's been busy with work and he's been thinking about me. And I'm thinking, okay, if you've been thinking about me, you would have called me. You would have sent me a message and you would have called. So, actually, I'm feeling hot now. So yeah, that was him. And then, oh my God, I started talking to this Jamaican guy. I've not been out with a Jamaican since I was at college. Like I said, my preference tends to be more African, but it was quite interesting. We had good banter. We actually spoke to each other on the phone as opposed to like messaging. And he seemed quite interesting, so I thought, you know what? Let's give it a go. You know, you can't always stereotype people. I try not to stereotype people, so let's just, you know, there's a bit of fun. Let's see what he's about. And on his profile picture, he looked quite stocky, like quite big, and I like that. I do like a man that's got a bit of meat on him, because as you can see, I'm no size 0. I mean, I'm not exactly Naomi Campbell myself, so I need somebody that can handle me. Handle himself and handle me, you know. So yeah, I thought, okay, he seems all right, nice face. So we met up for a drink, and guys, oh my days, listen, like I've said, I'm no catwalk material myself. I'm not exactly slim. I mean, I wear size like 20, 22. This guy was big. This guy was big. I'm not even talking like just big muscly. He was like big, and I hate to use the word fat. I really don't like that word, but he really was, actually. He was. And I think where the weight had like bared down on his knees, he had a bit of like a sort of like a bow leg. Oh God, I was kind of like, this one, dear, I don't know. Anyway, I kind of sort of looked through that and thought, you know, be nice, because I don't like to be horrible, especially when it's like weight related, because I know what it's like. I've been there. I know what it's like to be overweight, and you know, so I thought, you know, don't be cruel. Let's not be superficial now. Let's see what he's got to say for himself. Anyway, it didn't get any better. He started telling me about his 8 children. I started telling me about his 8 children. I thought, okay, I've given you the benefit of the doubt with your weight, but seriously, I'm not really sure I can do the whole baby mama thing. I've never had to deal with baby mamas. I've never ever had to deal with a baby mama scenario, so I was kind of like, nope, next. Anyway, he liked me. He really liked me. He said I'm his type, you know, African princess. You know, I told him that I'm sort of in and out between here and Ghana, so he was all well fascinated. He said, oh, you know, we can do stuff in Ghana. He's got plans, all the rest of it. You know, he was saying all the right things, singing all the right tunes. So the next day he called, and I was kind of like, I wanted to find a nice way of telling him that, you know, we're not really compatible, you know, romantically. I couldn't really see anything between us, because at the end of the day, you've got to really sort of see if you can like really do bits with someone. It sounds really bad. I don't do bits with everyone I meet, but I'm just saying, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to sort of look at somebody and think, can I do bits with them? And I clearly couldn't see myself doing bits with this guy. Anyway, he called and he was like, oh, you know, I'm really into you. I think me and you can really work. And I was kind of like trying to let him down gently, and he still wasn't having it. And then he said, you know, I should like tell him exactly what it is that, you know, I'm not feeling about him. So I didn't want to be wicked, but I just said, you know, I just don't really think me and you. And then he just came out with it. He just went, it's my weight, isn't it? I was like, awkward. I was like, awkward, this is awkward. And then he started saying, oh, but you know what, yeah, don't worry about it. What, you think I can't handle you? Mate, me, I've been with women bigger than you. And I was thinking, oh God, please don't do this. And then he said to me, you're not gonna believe it, guys. Then he said to me, you know what, I can even send you a picture of my dick. I can send you a picture of my dick so that you can really know that what I can do with it. I was like, mate, at my big age, yeah, I think I've seen enough dicks to know which one can do what. I don't really need to see, you know, parts of your anatomy. It's not really a criteria. It's not one of the criterias. So yeah, that was a bit of a no-no. That was a bit embarrassing. I think he was a sweet guy, and I think he was older than me as well. So I think he was in his like early 50s. So he was probably feeling the pinch a little bit, you know, like probably thinking, you know, he doesn't want to be a lonely old man. He needs to get himself a woman. But no, I couldn't help him. I couldn't help him. And the last date I went on was with another Ghanaian guy. Really cute. This one was another nice, cute guy, nice face. He had a nice beard, do like a bit of a beard. So we ended up talking. He sent me pictures. He looked cute. He looked really, really cute. Pictures can be so deceiving, and obviously we all take the best sides of us, you know. And in the picture he looked really nice. He was working in construction, so he had all like the gear on, and you know, who doesn't like a man in uniform? Anyway, talking, and then he said, oh, you know, let's meet up for a drink, you know. So I thought, right, great. Talk about opposites. Now this one is all like tiny. On a little bit skinny, and I don't do skinny men. I mean, guys, look at me, look at this all woman. And I just felt like I kind of felt like if I was with him I would overpower him. So he was lovely though. I just find them, they all have really lovely personalities, but I don't know if I'm just being superficial. Tell me if I'm being superficial, guys. Like, I know it's not all about looks, but like I said, you have to really kind of know whether one, you're going to sort of gel with them on an intellectual basis, for sure. Like, I'm all about intellect, I really am. Like, you got to have something in between those two ears. But you got to be aesthetically pleasing. Like I said, you know, I have my own insecurities. Look, I suffer from keloids, which, you know, is a thing for me. I'm not particularly slim, you know, I'm 40 plus. So, but I don't think that should be something that you compromise. Everybody's got their insecurities. Even if you don't suffer from keloids, you know, there's some part of your body that you know that you don't feel comfortable about. And things don't get any better when you get 40 plus. Like, obviously we all know things start to go south, bellies start to become bigger, all that kind of thing. But you know, equally for men as well. I mean, there's a lot of guys, obviously our age group, that are also aging, pot bellies, short, long, tall, short, whatever. But it's about attraction, isn't it? You've got to be able to know that, yeah, you are attracted to somebody on all levels, not just physical. And I don't want to sound superficial, but it's been an eye-opener, believe me. It's been an eye-opener. It's been very, very entertaining, like I've said. And yeah, we are on it. We really are on it. Like I said, I'm not necessarily hunting for a husband. I think at this age it's just nice to have that kind of companionship. I'd love somebody that I'll be able to travel with, you know. I'd love somebody that, you know, just company, and then obviously you just see where it goes from there, really. But yeah, guys, that is my dating situation. So I'd love to hear from you. What's going on with you, dating wise? How are you finding it out there? Give me your comments and your stories. That would be great. Am I being too fussy? Am I being too superficial? Let me know. If you like this video, once again, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd really appreciate. And for all my lovelies that have already subscribed to my channel, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like with all your friends, foes, enemies, colleagues, family members, whoever you feel like sharing with. And yeah, I will see you soon.